Bhakti-Vedanta Maharaj. Shri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Aurarya Madhurya Gunaistamittam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Sridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Sri Krishna Pada Hridai Chaitanya Lilamrita Sarasaram Narayanam Satatam Chapati. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Sri Gadadara Sri Vasari Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama. Let me offer millions of obeisance to the feet of Srila Gurudev, Bhavana Guru Varga, and Namanita Santana Guru Chakravarti. All present Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarusya kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Now, last Ekadasi is over, right? Apara Ekadasi. Then 27th, right? Yesterday was Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur appearance day. Vrindavan Das Thakur. Then 10th June is Pandava Nirjal Ekadasi. 14th June is Jagannath Rath Yatra, Snana Yatra, Jagannath. 1st July is Rath Yatra. So, Janmashtami, 13th July is Guru Purnima, then Chaturmasya begins. 19th August is Janmashtami, 6th Janmashtami. Ashtami is 4th September. 9 things. So, Apara Ekadasi was amazing. You probably heard or something. It shows how kind Lord is, If you have done any kind of things, any bad things or anything, nowadays people are very reluctant to forgive, right? Forgiveness, Shama Guna is very dear to Krishna. Like before we told, many kinds of flowers, one of them is Shama Guna. Indriya Nigraha, Shama Guna, Brahmacharya. Shama Guna is because Vaishnavas, that's why they don't take offense, right? Like Amrish Maharaj, Durvas Muni came and then he wanted to. But Amrish Maharaj, even though he created that very by his ear. No? Durvas Muni, very fiery thing. Demon. Ambrish Maharaj, please forgive me. Please forgive me. So Durvas Muni, the question comes, why did he do? He's a Amsha of Shiva. Lord Shiva is Param Vaishnava. Why did he do that? So to establish the greatness of Ekadasi and also the greatness of Vaishnavas. So Vaishnavas are very so Durvas Muni, we know the story, right? He came at the about to take Paran, Dwasi day. And our Gurudev says Paran is also is important. We have to follow Ekadasi, Bhakti Janani. So, and then Ambrish Maharaj was very happy. Oh, please come, Durvas Muni. So fortunate to have you as our guest, Atiti. Oh, okay, I'm also very happy. But let me take a bath in Yamuna. So he went there and then, time is running by. Then he's wondering what to do. So he take Bhagwan Charanamrita water. She's like not taking prasad or food is prasad, but not like taking grain or anything. And also, you should not displease the guest. And Bhakti Ekadasi was satisfied because he was doing Nirjal. Gurudev said he was doing the Ashmi day, he took one time water. Okay? And then no water on Ekadasi, and then Dwadasi he was taking water. So Durvas Muni came and then he was very angry. Then he created this demon from his ear. And then Sudarshan Chakra came. And then it destroyed that, it went behind. Now the question is, why did not Sudarshan Chakra destroy Durvas Muni? So some people, Ambrish Maharaj was praying to Sudarshan Chakra. Oh, please don't do any harm to him. Vaishnava, right? But Sudarshan Chakra also knew that he is a great Vaishnava. And his intention is actually to establish the greatness of Ekadasi and the greatness of devotees. That's why he was also, as Durvas Muni was playing a game, he's also playing a game, right? He went under the water, Brahma, Shiva, then Vishnu. Vishnu said, I cannot help. I'm Bhakta Paradina. Then he has to come back. So when he came back, almost 1 year, so he fell at the feet of Ambrish Maharaj. What a leela, So that is the power of Ekadasi. See, Ekadasi, try to understand. Parikshit Maharaj was cursed by a Brahmin. Right? Then he has to undergo, right, 7 days. Of course, We are all lucky because of that, by that curse. Bhagavatam came to manifest and the whole world is saved. It's like literary incarnation of Krishna. So then Lord Ram's father Dasharatha was also cursed by a Brahmin. So that's why he has to separate it from Lord Ram. He left. So like that, there are so many incidences where the curse by a Brahmana cannot be neutralized. See? But what happened to Ambarish Maharaj? You think Durvas Muni was ordinary Brahmana? No. So that shows the power of Ekadasi. It can actually neutralize the curse of a Brahmana. So in this Apara Ekadasi 2 days ago, so Krishna is telling like that, how one who has whatever sins one has done, all can be vanquished. So that's why the Kshama Guna was talking about. Vaishnavas are known for this, so that Kshama Guna will become stronger by doing Ekadasi. So Ekadasi makes us strong. Our willpower becomes strong because we get the association. Mercy of the Lord. Our Gurudev says Krishna himself has become Ekadasi. So with all the senses, we have to be close to him on that day. So Rishikena Rishikesh Sevanam Bhakti Ruchi. We have the opportunity to serve him fully. That's why we should look forward for the Ekadasi. Right? Next Ekadasi is Pandav Nirjala Ekadasi. There should not be confusion that by doing this Ekadasi Nirjal, you get rid of all any previous. It should not be like that. Some misunderstanding is there. So all Ekadasi should be done like that. If one is capable of doing it. Pandava, like Yudhishthira Maharaj is always asking questions and Krishna is always answering. So Bhima, the Madhvacharya, see, the thing is, Bhima, Hanuman, Bhima and Madhvacharya, same personalities. And Madhvacharya is the one who Krishnarnava sutras, around about 60 plus shlokas he gave on Vikas, very powerful sutras. So such a personality. So he was doing a leela to bring out the glories of Ekadasi. And by doing Ekadasi, we get rid of this so-called Mayavada philosophy properly. Because Mayavada philosophy, like Vrindavan Das Thakur, in the past time, Vrindavan Das Thakur says his mother is Narayani, Narayani Devi. Who is Narayani Devi? She was Pandit, the elder brother's daughter, Narayani. She is to accept the Vichista, the Krishna's remnants in Krishna Lila. Then, one second, let me say. Hare Krishna? Hare Krishna, ಹೇಳಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಆಯ್ತು 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 ಆಯ್ತು. ಹೌದಾ? ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ Vrindavan Das Thakur, he says, who is Vrindavan Das Thakur? Is the Krishna Dvaipa and Vedavyas himself. Vedavyas described the glories of pastimes of Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam. Same personality glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Actually, originally it was known as Chaitanya Mangal, then renamed as Chaitanya Bhagavat. Because Lochandas Thakur also put the name as Sri Chaitanya Mangal, Chaitanya Bhagavat. Then in that, he was very dear to Nityananda Prabhu. So he was glorifying
in the box.
Nityananda Prabhu. Then it became too much. So the Antelila of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was kept in like sutra form. So Krishnadas Kaviraj expanded that. Now, there's one thing he says, this is what we were discussing. Vrindavan Das Thakur, he says, to show mercy, see, this is the thing, to show mercy on the conditions of Pakandis were, so he says, if after hearing so much glories of Nityananda Prabhu, if anybody criticizes the same, what I will do, I will take my shoe and hit on his head. Such a person, So some people take objection. Hey, wait a minute, how he's going to hit with his shoe on somebody's head, Now Bhakti-Vidanta Saraswati says, amazing, he says, Nityananda Prabhu, so much glory, like Jagai Madai, imagine do we have any of us courage, to go to deliver, who are drunkards, who are so bad, If you just look at them, you have to go and take a bath in Ganga. So low. But he decided to elevate them. See, that is the thing. Nityananda Prabhu is mercy. Because you see, our Guru Varga is also like that. You know. They are from the same lineage. Nityananda Prabhu, okay. Have mercy. That's why we have a chance to be hearing, or be here, So otherwise, if you take our own qualities, any judgment, if you want to judge, somebody has to judge on our own. None of us will qualify for the gift that they are destroying our Guru Varga. None of us, at least not. So, so he's saying, so Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati says, if even a dust from the lotus feet of Vrindavan Das Thakur touches such a worthless person, demonic person, then what will happen is anartha nivrutti will happen. All is unwanted, bad qualities, bad, from his past, this will get completely destroyed. Then what will happen? Remember how the bhakti comes? Adav, sadhu, sangha, bhajana kriya, anartha nivrutti, nishta, ruchi, asakti, bhava, prem. Once anartha nivrutti is gone, then nishta, ruchi, So just by their dust touching the lotus feet, from the dust from their lotus feet touching our head anyway, anartha nivrutti. Is it not a favor or unfavor? Greatest mercy again. So by touched by Mahabhagavas, So that's why anything Mahabhagavad does, chastisement or anything, is always for the welfare of the living entity. No bad thing cannot happen. For example, Hare ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಆಯ್ತು. ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಬರ್ತಿದಾರಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ಆಯ್ತು. ಸರಿ. So that is the like Krishna's qualities, right? Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram. Whatever Krishna does is always full of sweetness. Same way, anything done by his pure devotees, also Madhura. But we feel it may be bitter, this, that at that time. Like Narad Muni cursed to these two children of Kubera. You remember last time? Nalakuvera, right? Why? Because they were playing naked in the water, all the Apsaras. Apsaras became fearful and they came and took on the clothes and then paved obeisance to Narad. Please forgive. Now these two boys, because they were so intoxicated by the wealth of his father, Kubera, right? Treasurer, Devata's treasury in charge. So they were asking, why you are coming in this way? We don't have any other. So I thought Narada Muni said, wait a minute. He has intoxicated. He has drunk and they have become blind. Understand? By the wealth of his father, they have become blind. I should do an operation. He could have gone away. Hey, let them do, right? But Vaishnava, he is disease condition. Understand? They are in disease condition and he is the foremost doctor, right? All the Vaishnavas are doctors, okay? Real doctors, not these hospitals doctors, because who can cure these, these, like the mother, by education, by wealth, they intoxicate, and the birth and death, you understand, these are the disease. This body is already diseased, so it gets disease. So our real disease is forgetfulness of Krishna. So to give medicine for that they come. So because they forgot Krishna, they became very intoxicated. Wow, I've got so much wealth. But how much Krishna has wealth? Right? How much Krishna has wealth? They forget. Everything in this world owned by him, created by him, material. So opulence, Vaikuntha, how much, one time in Vrindavan, one king came to Goswami. I want to do some service to Vrindavan. They said, wait a minute. It's a transcendental place. What he can do? Still, he was insisting. Then they told him to go and do one step there, near Keshighat. By the power, he saw little bit. Even entire treasury, he cannot, king's entire treasury cannot match even a speck of that one step there. Then he realized. So it's transcendental. So Narad Muni came to do operation, and that's why he cursed him. Cursed what? You become trees, because trees does not have clothes, right? You also don't have clothes, so you have mentality, you will become tree. Then when their body started taking shape, changes immediately. See, that is the power of the Vaishnavas. The words, Shabda Brahman, words, immediate. So then they become fearful. Then okay, so Krishna, he will deliver you. So what happened then? Krishna came to make the words of devotee Narad Muni true. He delivered them. And then when mother tied him, See, it's amazing. Mother Yashoda tied him so that he will not do any chesta, right? Misbehavior, right? That's why Mother Yashoda tied him. But what kind of chesta he did? He delivered these two people, even though he was tied up, you know. So then he made them what? Singers, eternal singers, glorifying Krishna's pastime, you know. So that is the power. Narada Muni did a great favor to them. Otherwise, they didn't have power to associate with Krishna, you know. So like that, the same way Vrindavan Das Thakur also, you know, when he says, I will hit, that's why if you look at the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, one time going to Shantipur, Advaita Acharya made them sit down and serving them. And then Nitai was there, started, mocking, about prasadam, then Nityananda Prabhu threw some grains on top of Advaita Acharya, and then Advaita started dancing. So the same way Advaita Acharya also one time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know, see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to worship, is to respect Advaita Acharya, because he's like a guru. He's disciple of Madhavendra Puri. But Advaita Acharya did not like that. No. So, but he went to Shantipur, he started teaching Yoga Shastra, interpretation of the scripture. Then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this event, and then he hit him. And then Advaita Acharya started dancing. Wow, today I received your mercy. So anything Lord or the Vaishnavas do is always for the welfare. Otherwise, this is the thing, unless they consider themselves as very close, right, to oneself, how they can chastise. That's why if you get a chastisement or thing from Vaishnava, you should feel blessed, Great. Wow, today I got the real mercy, like that. We should see connection to Krishna, any activities, in our life, see the background, see the connection, no one is independent. Krishna is there, everybody is moving under his direction, under his instrument, like that. So then we will, we will not forget. Then we also develop the Shama Guna. See, Shama, try to forgive everybody in all situations, Hey, wait a minute, Krishna is telling me something. So, forgive. By forgiving, we are making progress. By forgiving others, we are actually getting much more because our heart becomes less burden. So much burden in ourselves. So by forgiving. Otherwise, all this is going to haunt us. See, people always say, "Oh, she did like that, he did like that." Wow. You know, and we forget what we did to them in our previous life, maybe 1 year before, 2 years before. Remember. So that's why we should forgive and also ask forgiveness. Anyway. So that way we can heal ourselves, we can heal others by forgiveness, mutual forgiveness. So anyway, the Mayavada say, or I wish to say, to the extent we remove misunderstanding of Mayavada, slightest extent. To that extent, we can have this forgiveness, Vaishnava quality. We can understand Supreme Lord. Bhakti. To the extent we are free from Mayavada, to that extent we make progress in Bhakti. So what is Mayavada? Our Param Gurudev was expert. This there is some Mayavada, Bhakti will be impossible, to that extent. So we went into great details. He wrote one book also. So in that respect, it is so funny, but they are so light. Like our Gurudev is always telling, know Vedanta Sutra. All devotees should know few, like Vedanta Sutra, like 10, 20 of them. If you really understand that, then you'll be so rooted, very strong foundation that no one can then mislead you. Understand? Because in this world we are surrounded by Maya all around, top, bottom, left, right, everywhere. So this is what I thought, from a scientific point of view, going to this saving ourselves. So in the Jaiva Dharma, Rajnath is asking, what is Mayavada? Then Babaji is telling, please give attention and hear, attentively hear. Maya Shakti, this is the shadow of Chit Shakti, Swarup Shakti, right? You understand Swarup Shakti and Maya Shakti. Swarupa Shakti is Krishna's energy. Sarva Shaktiman Purna Shakti. So that Swarup Shakti shadow is this Maya Shakti. So if Maya Shakti itself has so much power, you can imagine the Chit Shakti. What is Chit Shakti must have. The shadow has that power, See, don't think shadow is, in our case, in our experience, shadow means what? If you take a shadow of a tree, what do you see? You think there will be any weight in the shadow? How much weight? No weight, right? Any varieties? See the mango. Now in India is the mango season. I don't know other countries. 1 second, my battery is running out. 1 second.
बारंबार प्रणाम रे बारंबार प्रणाम रे सत सत प्रणाम.
It's still anyway. I don't know how long it lasts. So this Chitakti, how powerful it must be. See, in India, I heard there is one snake. They live for a long time. They fly. If you touch the shadow of that flying snake, you will become sick. You understand? Not that it has to bite. Snake doesn't have to bite, become sick. You touch the shadow of that very, dangerous snake, you become sick. I've heard. So you have to think about it. Suppose we come across a person who is envious. If we touch the shadow of that person, are we going to influence by his, must be true, it will have some effect. But science is not able to, not come to that level. Anyway, one day they will. So, like for example, we don't touch the shadow of Tulsi, because Tulsi is Chinmaya. She has Shakti. So Mahapurusha's shadow also like that. We don't step on. This is the practice. Is there. So, so he says there is the Maya Shakti cannot enter Chit world, spiritual world. In other words, it has no influence. So how to understand it? This, suppose I've told this many times. Suppose you go into a dark room, there is darkness, and you have a pipe in that room, little pipe. Now turn on the light. What happens? All the darkness looks like it's gone. You think in that pipe, all the darkness is going away from the room? No. Now you turn off the light. Again, shadow, the darkness comes. You think the shadow, the darkness entering through the pipe? No, no. See, darkness is there when we turn on the light. Darkness did not go anywhere. It stayed there. But its power of, covering did not manifest. It loses. So, in other words, shadow is not an independent tattva. It is the absence of light. Okay? There's no power. In the presence of light, no power. So, same way. So, it has no power. It cannot enter. It cannot enter meaning it has no power. It cannot influence. It cannot make, in the spiritual world, it cannot make forget Krishna. Right? That's what. So, this living entity, because by the influence of avidya, with the illusion, we have entered here. So, Mayavadis, what is that? Who are the Mayavadis? They don't accept the word. There is a Chit Shakti, Jiva, the living entity, has its own existence. They don't accept. What do they say? What is Jiva? Because of the influence of Maya, actually Jiva was Brahman. He forgot that and now he is suffering. They think like that. Because of the influence of Maya, the Jiva has existence like Jiva. Once you away from the Maya, then you become Brahman. Yeah. So then what is the liberation according to them? The nirvana, meaning merging with Brahman. Now Brahman also doesn't have any form. Now how we get this in the form? When he takes the help of Maya, see, take the help of Maya, they come to this world and they do so many leelas and they have a material body made of Panchamahabhuta. They have no transcendental body. And then they leave. The only difference, the concession they gave to the lords is when they appear here, the ordinary jiva come with the karma. Now Lord has no karma. He can freely go back. Now if the question is, see, you can, I don't know whether you followed or not. In other words, they're talking two things. Brahman is one, according to, right? Brahman. Under the influence of Maya, he becomes Jiva, is suffering. When Maya is released, he becomes Brahman. He in the Brahman. So when the Brahman comes, he takes on the material body like that. He has no karma like that. There are so many inconsistencies. And also, main thing is there is no surrender, understand? So in this one, there is no Sharanagati is not there. Seva is not there. Okay. So this is the dangerous part. That's why this has the very negative on the people. See, negative effect. People, there is no positiveness in the world. education, our happiness. Where is our real happiness? So things like that. That's why our Param Gurudev, our Guru Varga, Swami Maharaj, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, all these acharyas, they spend so much time in dealing with this. So we should understand it better. Then, so for that, the Vedanta Sutras, Vedanta Sutras is very, very important. Our Param Gurudev, Bhakti Prajnan Keshav Goswami, such an expert. Like the first, see the Vedanta Sutra, Vedavyas, he made this essence of all the Shastra, Vedanta, Veda, Anta, end of essence. In this called the Sutras, like little short sentences, essence, like Atato Brahma, the first one, Atato Vijnasa. So, Atato meaning after, after all this material world, material sound, apramani, in this world, all kinds of sound is what? Unbearable, right? So much lies, so much this, complaint, this, that. Negativity, So with all that, Brahma Jignasa, once you fed up with this word, the sound of this word, then you come to the spiritual Brahma Jignasa. So in this word, Shabda, now in this, so we come to that. Now, then he's talking about the Ken Sutra, Ramanujacharya, he goes to that extent, just on this sutra, he writes about 70, 80 pages commentary, establishes very intricacies about this sloka, about this. Now, what kind of that shabda, this spiritual shabda, Madasya yataha, meaning Janma Sthiti Samvad. So, in other words, that transcendental sound can create, maintain, and destroy. Janmadasya Tataha. So, for this, Param Gurudev gives Shabda as the ability to create, destroy, maintain. So, like when we, after the arati, when we do shank, right? We blow a shank. Now, why do we do that? So, it says so many this bad bacteria and all that, they die because of that. Ashwata. So, in science, there is something called infrasonics. Sonic, infrasonic, ultrasonic, right? Infrasonic, we cannot hear. But the infrasonic, low frequency, is like waves created by the earthquake, right? Low. It can destroy buildings. Earthquake destroys buildings, cities, right? Everybody knows this. How does it do? You think it can build out big bulldozers and then drop it out the way, buildings? No. Sound, very low frequency. Oof. So power, buildings, roads, I mean, destroy. That's the sound, infrasound. So, so the sound has the capacity to destroy. And if it has the capacity to destroy, the opposite also must be true. Is it not? To create, right? Now that also we see, for example, when Durvas Muni cursed in Dwarka, these boys, right? They came, Krishna's inspiration. See, Durvas Muni, they all came, Krishna, inspiration. And they were together, they were doing their sadhana and japa and all that chanting. And these boys came and they're making fun. They dust him one like a pregnant lady. And then, she doesn't want to, she's feeling, please tell what kind of baby she's going to take birth. And then Durvas Muni could not control it. He tried to control his anger. His eyes became red. Didn't want to speak at all, but he could not control himself. Utterly. Because he understood they are making a fun. So he cast a musla, a like a rod, like iron rod or something like that. It's going to take birth and it's going to destroy all others. And what happened? That's what happened. Krishna knew this, but Krishna actually inspired them to come and do this, because he wanted to end. He came to lessen the burden of the world. Yadavas, after if they continue to exist, they will also become influenced by time. They will do a lot of bad things. So he wanted to take them along with him. So, Lord has an amazing, mysterious ways of doing things. So through Durvas Muni, so Durvas Muni cursed him and then it take a birth. Give birth. So, in other words, the Vani has that Jan maintenance. So, Atato Brahma Jignasa. What is that Shabda? What is the nature of the Shabda? It can create, maintain, and destruction. Then, then how Shastro Unitva. How do we understand this? Shastra Yonitvat, meaning, in other words, how do we understand, what is the evidence of Shastra? This is amazing thing. This is the speciality of the Vedas. In other words, it stands by itself. It doesn't need any evidence from somebody else to prove. So Shastra Yonitvat. By not accept Shastra, by our mental, we cannot establish this. This is where material science comes to end. In so-called so much progress, the basic things are not understood. Like simple thing. Yesterday we were talking. You take the peanuts, right? Peanuts. Peanut plant you must have seen. Huh? It has oil. The peanut has oil in it, right? How it is packaging? Yeah, you have seen the peanut shell of a peanut, and gets separated once it dried. Even when it is raw, there is oil in it. Some water content oil in it. When you dry up, of course, oil in it. Now, how the oil went inside? Packaging. That is in the ground. You understand? But if you squeeze the mud, you think you get the oil? Suppose you take some mud, and then squeeze. You think oil is going to drop? Then the coconut, you see the water going to the top to the tree. We don't see any pump there. And then the coconut also has oil, very sweet water. Bah. See, amazing thing. So the how it can be explained is through Shastra. Science cannot explain this. What I'm saying is, this ordinary sound, mundane sound, limited, no direction. Like Prahlad Maharaj says, who is our enemy? He says, uncontrolled mind, uncontrolled and misguided mind is our biggest enemy. Right? But whatever science and no. They are that except us, right? Enemy is within. No. Somewhere else. All around. Search. So many lifetime is gone, and then what? We are not making any progress. So you have to be careful. Now, Shabdi Vacha. Then, Aprakrit, in the transcendental world, Shabda and Shabdi, meaning the word and the object referring to that word are same. Like, for example, mango, when you say mango is one vastu, and then mango word. Yeah. Krishna and Krishna Shabda is same. So, this is an amazing thing. So, our logic cannot explain this. But we can see by the pastimes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Haridas Thakur, Nama Chintamani, Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, Purna Shuddho, Nitya Mukto, Vinatva Nama Namina. So, Shabda Shabdi. To establish this, one Leela is there, then we will end. If the power lasts till that, how much power? I don't know how it happened today. No, it will last, I think. So, see, one time Narad Muni, Narad Muni, like we were talking, very amazing. So, he came to Ayodhya. What is that time? Lord Ram has come back from Lanka, killing Ravana, establishing order there. Then there is an assembly. Lord Ramchandra called all the kings in this world. They all come assembled in, in Ayodhya. So at that time, it has come for that purpose. Main purpose is to kill Ravana, establish the Dharma. He has done that. So Lord is going to disappear, right? Now he is visible to everybody. Soon he will not become invisible. So Narad Muni is a Vaishnava. Now establish that there is no difference between Lord Ram and his Ram. See? Rama Nam and then Nam. The personality. So what he did was, there was an assembly. So there was one king from the Kashmir. He was very known as great devotee of the Lord Ramchandra. Very great. So he approached him. What is happening is there is a stage. Okay. There is a stage there. Vishwamitra is here. Then Vasishtha Muni is also there. Ram is also there. So they are coming. They take blessing of Vishwamitra. Then take Vasishtha Muni. Then Lord Ram there telling, and then going up. One by one they are coming. So at that time, Narad Muni went to this great king, Kashmir, told him, don't go to Vishwamitra. Go directly to Vasishtha Muni, then Ram, and then don't have like that. Now, since Narad Muni is very well known, famous, right? Everybody will listen and they will act according to his instruction. Then king said, okay, I don't know why he's telling. Yeah. So this king went, he avoided going to Vasishtha Muni, went to he went to Vasishtha Muni directly. He avoided Vishwamitra. Went there and then went away. Vishwamitra became very angry. He jumped the stage and ran away. And then Lord Ram went behind him. Please, go there. What happened? You see, in front of all, he offended me, this king. He did not pay obeisances to me. He went to Vasishtha and went away. It is not right. What should I do? You should kill him. He killed that king. I said, all right, I'll kill him. But today, I cannot do that because he's my guest. Tomorrow onwards, he's not my guest. I can do it tomorrow. All right, do it tomorrow. And in the name of Hanuman, I will do it. Tomorrow, I kill this king. I take the name of Hanuman, you know, like that. Everybody heard. This king also heard it. And then king became very shaky. He went to Nardamuni. Nardamuni is saying, see, this is what you did by hearing, by listening to you. Tomorrow Lord Ram is going to kill me. What I should do? Then Nardamuni is telling, because I told you like that, yeah, you did like, then what I'm supposed to do? Then don't worry. So Nardamuni took this king, went to Hanuman's mother. She is in, if you come to our mutt, one time you will go, Kishkinda is here. Birthplace of Hanuman is still there. Anjani, his mother, is doing task, tapasya there. So Nardamuni told this king, go and catch hold of the Anjani's lotus feet. Don't leave, no matter what happens. Then what happens? He did that, and then he said, oh, please protect me. I'm surrendering to you. Don't worry. So she remembered Hanuman immediately said, mother, what should I do for you? Please give protection to this person. I have given my word. You think Hanuman will not say no to mother? Yes, I will do. Then Hanuman is asking this king, he recognizes, what is the problem? Who is going to kill you? Don't you know Lord Ram is going to kill me tomorrow? Hey, why didn't you tell me this? But anyway, he has given his word. Hanuman is also interested. So he took him, all right, come to Ayodhya. He took him back to Ayodhya and told him, you stay in the water of Saryu, Saryu river, up to this, up to next. And then keep telling Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, non-stop. Okay? That's all you have to do. Then Hanuman went to Lord Ram. And the function is over that day. And then Lord Ram is telling, what can I, Hanuman is making little. Lord, I want to ask something. What do you want to ask? Lord, you give me a word that you will, give me this boon. Hanuman, what is this? Have I ever said no to any of your requests? You have done so much service to me. You are more dear than anyone. No, Lord, just a request. Okay, what is the request? Lord, give me a word that whoever utters your name, I should protect them. Hey, this I have already given to you many times. No. I want to make sure. I want to double check it. So whoever uttering your name, chanting your name, I should protect. Yeah, okay, no problem. Then Hanuman went away, and there this king is chanting, right? Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai. Then Hanuman is with his club. He is also chanting, protecting that king like that. Then the next day, what happened? Lord Ram is looking for that king to kill him, right? He came to know he doesn't have to search anywhere. He is right there. He is chanting his name in the Saryu river. And Hanuman is also there. So Lord Ram came. Vishwamitra, Vasishtha Muni also they came there along with him. Then Lord Ram is telling Hanuman, hey Hanuman, what are you doing? Lord, yesterday you gave me promise. Don't you remember? Who are chanting your name? I should protect them. So I am protecting this king. Now wait a minute. I have to kill that king today. I have given word to Vishwamitra. Lord, that's not possible. I have given word. I have learned from you the word that you have given me. Follow. I have to follow this. So, if you want to kill that king, you have to first. Hanuman is telling. And Lord Ram is telling Hanuman, so wait a minute. You say devotee, you are not acting the way, you are not respecting my words. Lord, what words? Yeah, when you have given your word to protect, whoever has surrendered to you, have given them up. So, I have given my word. You have also agreed. Whoever chants your name, I should protect. How I can give up that? Tell me. Did you give up your promise to your father? Tell me. So like that. Then Lord has to, okay, then what? You have to fight with me. Okay, so be it. But I have no weapon other than your name. See, Hanuman is telling. I have no weapon except your name. So he's chanting Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Then Lord Ram, releasing the arrows, right? The arrows coming and they are paying obeisances to Hanuman like that, and they are going back. And they are asking forgiveness. Oh Ram, we cannot do the service you are requesting. You want me to kill Hanuman, but we cannot. Why? Because I go and see you Sitaram there, in his every pore, everywhere. How we can hurt you? So it's impossible. We cannot. Please forgive. So like that. Okay. Ram is releasing the arrows, but they're coming back to him without doing it. So see, this is a war between what? Whom? Lord Ram and the Nam. Right? Who is winning? You see, both are how they can, So at the end, Narad Muni, tells this king, go and immediately take shelter of the lotus feet. Pay obeisances at the lotus feet of Vishwamitra. The king ran away and then paid obeisances. Then king is telling, why did this before yesterday? You should have avoided all these things. Then who told you this? He's looking at Narad Muni. Narad Muni is shy. But he's telling, please forgive me, all of you. Soon Lord Ram is going to depart from this world. Then who is going to protect in this world? So I want to show that the Nam Ram and the personality Ram is no different. That's why. And who can be the personality? Hanuman. So this clearly establishes that the Shabda and Shabdi, the person and the person who of that name, like now Krishna, no difference. See, we have heard Lord has appeared in so many incarnations, right? Ram himself, incarnation, Lord Krishna. Krishna is Avatarvadi, Krishna is not incarnation. All the avatars come from Krishna. They're all of them are there all the time in Krishna. So Krishna himself manifests as Lord Ram, Vamana, Narasimha, like. So, and same way, the Nam also has taken avatar, what I'm saying. Okay? Kali Yuga, Nam avatar, Lord himself has come in his name. That's why Lord himself, not different from Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he was tasting that now, glories of now, chanting. That's why it says, Jaya Navadvipa Navapradipa Prabhava Pashanda Gajaika Simha Tvanama Sankhya Japa Sutradari Chaitanya Chandra Bhagavan Murari Tvanama Sankhya Japa Sutradari. His own name is chanting and relishing the sweetness. See, Bhakti-Vidanta Saraswati says, what is Nam? Nam is not material. It is not jada. It is not somebody's mental concoction. Nam does not belong to this world. It is non-different from him, descending from the spiritual world. Prakrita, Bah. So, that's why this Shabda Unitvat, So the sound is non-different from the person. So that's why when we are chanting, we are doing service to the Nama Prabhu. Try to understand. Nama Prabhu has also Leela. He has a Parikaras. He has Vaishishta. His sweetness. No different from this. So, but he take the Rupa. Like Tulsi, see, try to understand. Tulsi is also Chinmaya. Okay, we can demonstrate that. Tulsi is amazing. It's a Swarup Shakti. Yogamaya has become Purnamasi and Tulsi has manifested in the form of this plant. In other words, she has taken the form of a plant. So she is manifesting that power in that. So same way Lord has manifested in this sound incarnation, Nama, like the syllables. We write Rama or Krishna like that, when we utter. So, but the mundane sound and the spiritual sound are two different things. You have to understand. This sound has to descend from the spiritual world. We have to hear from pure devotee, and then when we hear that goes inside our heart. See, when we utter, when we have a gates. See, in ourselves, there is a false ego. Understand? The senses are there. Then our false ego is like that. It will not allow anybody enter our chitta heart, protecting. It's like, how do I say? So when the spiritual sound enters our through here, this false ego becomes stunned. It cannot react. It becomes stunned. And then, enter the heart, and then heart becomes so happy, the Atma in the heart. So far it has never heard, it was always hungry, understand? Hungry, that's why it is falling asleep. No food. So falling asleep. When we hear this sound entering, then the soul get that food, becomes immediately energized, and then it responds, it starts dancing. right away, right? So much strength. And then that comes and dances on our tongue. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, like that. So, trained. So, Shabdam, Shabdam. Like, we can see the sound also. See, we can perceive, of course we can see, but we can also see how the we can also see, like, sound also has a form, okay? That's easy to demonstrate. Like, you put chalk powder on a speaker and you vibrate it. The pattern of sound creates certain pattern, so it has a form. Like Sri Yantra, for example, Sri Yantra, triangle, upper triangle, down triangle, right? We were talked about Trinity, masculine Trinity, feminine Trinity, So like that we can demonstrate. So in the Nama Rupe, Krishna Avatar, Nama and Sha. So the Lord Shabda has appeared in two forms, Nama and Shastra. Shastra is also like a sound, right? Now. So now, but which is the most important for us? So both is important, Nam and Shastra also. So Param Gurudev gives this example. You take a lens, right? See, there is sunlight everywhere, right? You throw some paper in the outside. The sunlight falls on the paper. You think paper is going to catch fire? No, right? No. Ordinary light is not going to, paper is not going to catch fire. Now you bring a convex lens, right? Everybody has seen a lens, right? Little piece of glass and everything, and convex, right? Lens. You put it, focus it. What happens? The sunlight gets converted, converge one place, and then paper catches fire. As a kid, he must have done, everybody must have done, right? So, through the lens, by the concentration, the sun happens, it catches fire. So, Paramgurudev is giving this example, meaning the Nam is like a lens, concentrated power of light. Shastra is like ordinary light everywhere. So, Shastra doesn't have that kshamata, power. But the Nam has. In other words, it is a concentrated form. Shastra. That's why what the Shastra is telling at the end. What does Bhagavatam say at the end? Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamanastam Namam Harim Param Padam. Nama Sankirtanam. Do Nama Sankirtan. Nama Sankirtan. Right? So at the end, Bhagavatam. Then Vedanta Sutra also said that. Anavritti Shabdat, Anavritti Shabdat. Anavritti Shabdat, Anavritti Shabdat. In other words, all our layers, contamination of layers can go away by Shabda. What is that Shabda? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said. Then the Shastra, Nardiya Purana, Nardiya Purana. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Evam. Hello, Nastaiva, 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 Gatiranyata. You know, he repeating once or twice, he was not happy. So he repeated 3 times. You know, so in the age of Kali, for the conditioned souls, there is no other than that now. You know, that is Vedanta is accepting that Shastra Samar. And also Yukti Samar. Prabhu, what does he say? He says, Shikshastra. No? Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Right? Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So we have to take the name of Krishna. Sankirtana. No? Kirtana, Sankirtana. Associate. So, Kirtaniya Sadahari. Kirtaniya Sadahari. So, this is why we should chanting all the time, and then remember that Nam, Nami, no difference. Nam itself as a personality is associates are there. Nama Chintamani. Ordinary Chintamani, we will see this and then end. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Bhinnatva Nama Nami. No, right? Nama. Nama Chintamani. Chintamani meaning there is one special, like a stone, right? Very precious stone, right? If you have that, touch any metal like iron, becomes gold. Right? So if you possess that, then boy, whole world will be after you. Right? You'll be the richest person in the world, right? At the same time, you'll be the most unhappy person in the world. Right? Because then you'll be wondering what to do with all this wealth, this tax, this, so many robbery. Right? You lose. But if we have, so the Nama Chintamani meaning, ordinary Chintamani, it can transform iron, right? Iron, nobody cares, right? Into gold, something everybody wants it, right? Very precious. Same way, Nama Chintamani, Lord's Nam can also transform this, our mundane, useless life, understand? We are now baddha, we are conditioned, we are suffering, from time immemorial. We are crying, we are, we have no peace, understand? We are homeless, understand? We don't know where to go, what to do, what not to do, so many things bothering us, mental, disorder, so many things, so many diseases like that. But when we touch, when we come in, so such a situation, if you are touched by this holy name, understand? Then we become transformed to what? Become healthy, become very joyful, we become very energetic, okay? We become refreshed, we start dancing up and down, we stop complaining, we stop criticizing, right? We will stop from morosing, right? We'll be the happiest person in the world. Understand? Like our Gurudev used to say, Swami Maharaj converted this hippies into happies, right? Or something. So, see, in this material world, one way or the other, we are all, possessed by this ghost. You see, ghost. We are possessed. We lost our personalities. Someone else has taken over. Get it? So it will brings us back to ourselves. Our true nature. True nature is what? Jivera Swarupoy Krishnera Nitya Das. Yes? Eternal servant of the Lord. Krishna. Krishna is happy, is it not? Have you seen Krishna unhappy? Yeah. So same way, his servants also will be happy or unhappy. Understand? So they'll be happy. Like a master. They also have the quality. Only thing is we have forgotten. So this forgetfulness, this nama will remove all that forgetfulness. Right? Will remove all these anarthas. Huh? Will make us again, live. It brings us live. Otherwise we are dead, understand? In this world, when we are under Maya's influence, we are practically dead, So we are inflicting ourselves, inflicting others. When you become a devotee, you start, healing yourself and you start healing others. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he says, "Oh Lord, let whole world be auspicious. Let all these people who are very cruel give up their cruelty and let everybody think bringing auspiciousness to others. Let my mind be not attached to these worlds of these objects of this world. Objects of this world are all bringing pain. Okay, unless we use in the service of Krishna. Oh Lord, let my mind be attached to this Nam Rupa, service to the Lord. My chitta become nishkaman, being immersed in you. This is what it's saying. We all have some cruelty or the other. Oh, light came back. So we all have some cruelty or the other, right? Some bad things. How our bad will go away? You think by our own effort? By our own effort, nothing will happen. Okay. So when we come in touch with a person, we have no enviousness, we have no cruelty in his heart, and he prays, and our cruelty will go away. It will leave us. It's like a ghost, right? Ghost will go away, then we get the true nature. That's why Prahlada prayed like that. Swastistu vishwasya kalaha prasidata dhyayantu bhutani shivam manasya badram bhajata dadokshade aveshatam no matirapi haituki. So we should remember Prahlad. In all your difficulties, remember Prahlad. Adas Thakur, all these great devotees. So, Nam, Nama Namino. When we are doing Ekadasi, remember, so, so many things. Then auspiciousness will happen. We will be very, very happy. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Any questions? Any comments?
Actually, Maharaj, Hare Krishna, Dandavad to you. I'm from Guyana actually, and I don't know if I understand the Atma Chintamani and the heart becomes Atma. I don't think I fully understand, but I have one thing to ask you. I mean, just to clear up certain things. I was actually couple of years ago, a guru came from the Gaudiya Math and he gave me Harinam for 2 minutes. I can't remember him. I can't remember his name. I can't remember nothing about him. What my point is, he gave me Harinam and he gone, and I get lost in the world, and I didn't get contact with Hare Krishna people, nothing. So I now that I revive and I come back, I want you to explain the difference between Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru because I am at a point where I need a guru. I have to make a choice. And some people are saying that the person who gave me this Harinam for 2 minutes, he is my guru. I am not sure if I can accept that um, because my struggle over the years have taught me something other better than that. So I don't know if you can explain the difference between Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru.
Now, now we have to maybe if you can write me email, or because I could not understand, the sound is not audible for me. But in any case, all the problems in
Right,
this world.
let me go slow. I said, you hear me clear now? I said, I over 2011, I met a guru from the Gaudiya Math, and he gave me Harinam in 2 minutes. He gave me Harinam. Over the years, I have lost, and I wasn't following Hare Krishna. I didn't know anything, so I joined the Brahmkumari because I didn't know who to trust, what to trust. He was not here. I didn't have no kind of training. And seeing that I come from Guyana, which is a third world country, people mentality I couldn't understand. So I joined the I joined the Raj Yoga. Now that I revive all these years and I come back to the Hare Krishna organization, the movement, and they are now saying that that person who gave me Harinam is my guru. What I want to know, I want you to explain the difference between Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru.
Okay, we will do next time because our time is running out. Next week, next Saturday, we will do.
Okay.
So
I
thank you very
actually,
much. You are very fortunate person. Okay.
yeah, actually, I
So
don't
try
know if
to
I'm,
chant and then do Ekadasi
yeah,
properly. The next Ekadasi is 10th of June, I think. 10th of June. Pandav Nirjala Ekadasi. So that will give you a lot of strength.
the first
Proper
time,
Ekadasi.
the first time I have heard that Atma is in the heart, Chintamani. I would like you to expound more on that. I want you to elaborate more on that.
Okay, we will do that next time.
Okay.
Atma has 8 qualities, we told. So we will do next time.
The 8 qualities of the Atma.
Yeah, 8 qualities of Atma are there. We discussed so many times. Atma cannot sin. Atma
Yes, I know.
doesn't have disease. Atma doesn't die. Atma doesn't suffer. And it has no enjoying tendency, you know.
Oh.
Also, it has no desires other than desire to fulfill the service to the Lord. Then all our desires are pure, satya kama. Then because his desires are pure, they become manifest, satya sankalpa. These 8 qualities are there. The Baddha Jiva, conditioned soul like us, they have the abhava, meaning we do not have that, incomplete. So we should not worry. Atma najayate mruyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita nam nanyate anyamane sharire. Krishna, tells in Bhagavad Gita. When your body is dead, the soul does not die. Soul cannot be killed, cannot be cut, cannot be burned, cannot be like that. So Atma has love for the Lord, understand? Anuraga is there. Naturally, there is no force. Atma has that love. And that love has transformed into love for this material world. Vikara. Transformation of that pure love towards the Lord has transformed, taken different form of attachment, love for this material world. Attachment for the son, father, husband, wife, country, to the property, car, all this transformation of that pure love, understand?
Yeah.
So when we lessen this, when that becomes strong, then you get, you'll be in your position, your Atma as a Swarupa,
Wow. That
we
part
have forgotten.
I need to know.
To bring that, you have to follow Ekadasi and the Nam, So don't worry about this, that, and that. Okay, try to chant, hear the Nam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You hear that, okay?
Yeah.
And keep chanting all the time, okay? And do Ekadasi, and ask forgiveness from all the Vaishnavas, from the past, present, and future. We have done some aparadhas, we have sinned. Because of that, we are suffering.
Yeah.
Ask forgiveness. First thing when you get up is to ask forgiveness. Oh, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Jan, Ananta Koti Bhakta Jan, Ananta Koti Rasika Jan, Tata Ananta Koti Mere. I'm the life after life, a dust at your lotus. Please make me surrender to you. That way, you heal my mind. My mind is taking everywhere around the world. Make it peaceful. Understand? Once mind is peaceful, if you come in touch with them, even if you remember them, your mind becomes peaceful. Other rattling, our mind starts rattling here, there, that happened, this happened, how it happened. So, and then ask forgiveness. I've done so much aparadh, knowingly, unknowingly, in this life, previous life. Please forgive, So that gives us strength and our quality of chanting will improve like that. So don't worry, you are very, very fortunate. You have come to, to this place. So all glories unto you.
I want to come to your ashram.
All glories unto all the Vaishnavas here. And please forgive me any lapses. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaha. Vaishnava. Jai Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Dandavat Pranams. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Can I sing a song?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranams, thank you all for staying. So now can I please have Rasapriya Mataji for Gaura Bhajan? Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams to all dear devotees. Om Agyan Timiran Dasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumit